A balloon fill up with air, and all the air in it is bad air. And you were trying to add more air to it, but the balloon will not take any more air. And you were huffing and puffing, trying to put some new good air in it. And you're frustrated. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take an imaginary balloon, and we're going to take two people to do it, and I'm going to help you. You hold the top of it, fill up with bad air. We're going to let half of the air out. I'll hold the bottom. No. Okay, let it out. Okay? Now, we're going to put some new air in it. And we're going to shake it around a little bit and marinate it. And then we're going to let half of that out. We're doing an air exchange project. You see me? You see it? Yeah. Okay, we're going to do it about 4 times until we empty 95% of the old air with new air. After we did that about 5 or 6 times, and then I said, okay, hold it right there. Now I want you to fill this thing up with good things that are godly. Things that are godly. Fill it up. Okay? Fill it up. Alright, we got to empty it one more time, and then when you go to church Sunday, I want you to fill it up. Fill it up. And then we're going to let it out. Now, physically, with food, we get rid of our waste once a day. Spiritually, we're going to get rid of our waste once a week. We're going to take our burden, the waste, to the altar. Your balloon is filled up with a mixture of air, good and bad. We're going to take that to the altar Sunday morning and leave it there. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. Leave it there. And then your balloon is half empty. During the week, you're going to pick up good, bad, and evil. Good, bad, and evil. We're not going to take this around for months and months. No, once a week at least, we're going to take it and just get rid of it. And I want you to maintain this rhythm. Keep it regulatory, or the regulatory stuff. And then you come back a year from now and tell me your story. Sure enough, he walked in the door with a big smile on his face, and he said, "Coach, it worked. It worked. I feel so much better. So much better." You take your burden to the altar and leave it there. That's God's work. Don't try to take God's work. You just do your thing. And you feel good spiritually. You feel good physically. And with another group of people we were talking about the pancake theory. And all of them agreed that a pancake has 2 sides. And if you mix the batter and put the raisin in it, and then put the batter in a pan, I guarantee you will not have equal amount of raisin on each side. In life, some people never flip their pancake, and unfortunate for them, the side they're looking at has the least amount of raisin. So, in life, always flip your pancake. Every situation is a pancake. Has 2 sides. 2 sides. So I tell people that you don't have to flip it like the pizza man making this. Yeah. Okay. Look, tell me he got it.
Call from wireless caller.
No, he didn't get it.
Take a minute.
You got it?
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can edit that.
Okay. I said, you don't have to make a show like the pizza man throwing it up in the air, getting attention. This in your wrists. And Roger Brown, the coach, will flip a pancake in a minute because you can always. I just flipped it. Did you see it? I just flipped it. You can always flip it back. Okay? So, using that theory of the pancake thing, and again, every situation equal a pancake. Life is a series of situations, almost like a bottle of grape. This is another thing I've done with people. I would buy a big bag of grapes and I'll give each person a small bundle. And I will observe how each person would eat the grapes. The grapes are not identical. You've got the little shriveled up one, you've got the juicy one, and what have you. And people will eat them different ways. Some people eat the juicy one first, and some people eat two at a time. Some people eat the little shriveled one last because it's the sweetest, but not the largest. You can learn a lot from the way people eat their grapes on their behavior. And I've done this enough that I've narrowed it down and put people into 12, a group of 12. I love that number, 12. 12. We'll talk about that later. But again, you can learn a lot from people. Of course, I'm a researcher by nature and by education, and I observe people to see what makes them tick. You can learn a lot from people's behavior. Also, what they would do next, because there's a pattern. Okay, you just don't turn on a dime. It takes time. I was talking to some students to help them to understand that in life there are more wrong answers than right. Even on a multiple choice test, there are 4 answers. Only one of them right. So there's a 75% chance to choose the wrong answer. So if you know how to take a test by analyzing the words in the question, and for those people who are astute enough, they know how to eliminate 2 other questions, 2 other answers. So now that narrows your chance down to 50%. And if you know a little something about the subject matter, that'll help you with that 50% chance that you get them right. At the end of the day, the difference between an A student and a B student, or A student and a D student, is that the A student has more information about the subject matter. It has nothing to do with gender, age, nothing else, except that the A student has more information about the subject matter than the D student. Okay? Now, the other day I was sharing I had a sheet of paper, and I put an arrow on the sheet of paper. And the student asked, "Why are you giving me this paper with an arrow on it?" And I said, "You take that paper everywhere you go for a week and follow the arrow. Arrow point that way. Follow it. Where is it going? I have no clue. But you follow it, and I guarantee you it'll take you somewhere." And life is an arrow. Not a circle, even if it is a circle, it should be a big circle that it looks like a straight line. So many people that I've talked to on the spiritual level, and I know for a fact you can't give what you don't have. My understanding is that when you meditate, you prepare yourself to let God in. And I usually compare God and your heart like your living room at home. And I mean, this living room has all white furniture. Everything white. You're not going to come in my living room with your dirty shoes on or what have you. I don't let everybody into my heart. They'll abuse it. I can't do that. You don't look right. You're not dressed right. You're not giving me any respect. So you got to model at home. You got a room for every occasion for you. And even at that, your living room is a special room that for special people. You got to keep that tidy. Now, if you do your heart the same way, or if your heart is used as a den, a party room, a kitchen,